Dan RadioStyle. Hope everybody out there's having themselves a great day. 10 challenges that will improve your life. These actually make a big difference. So 10 of them, 10 different things. All you got to do is find one of them, maybe two of them that you like, and actually kind of work on those for 30 days. And you will notice a huge difference in your life and in it affects you when you're trying to manifest too. So this is a huge part of that whole journey that a lot of us are on, is when you can kind of keep yourself in that calm and more easygoing part of yourself during the day more often, right? Instead of getting all razzled and dazzled about everything. Sometimes if we can keep a little more even keel, right? Keep that going through the day. It actually makes a lot of the doubt stuff not happen as much and kind of just keeps things moving in a more positive general direction. 10 things that make a big difference. Choose one or two and try to run with them. One thing that works really good, actually intentionally set aside a little white space, if you will, a little time for you, right? A lot of us have busy calendars. You should see mine sometimes. It's frightening. And everything is like just booked solid. Sometimes you've got to maybe even book time in there. Say you're busy, and actually use that time for yourself. Use it to meditate. Use it to read. Use it to do that thing that you say you don't have enough time to do. Put aside 30 minutes a day for you. Somewhere if you can. I know depending on who you are, where you are, what you are, maybe you're a parent and it's like finding some place where you can actually do that's amazing, like the kids ever nap at the same time, right? We got to try to find something. Maybe your husband helps you when he gets home. Maybe there's a parent. Who knows? Maybe something can happen. Another one, number 2, no expectation rule for 30 days. This is huge. I know there's expectations to the universe. People talk about this with law of attraction, but believe it or not, when we put expectations on another individual, when we expect someone to do something or to perform at a certain level or to behave a certain way, what we're doing is paving the way for failure. Paving the way. We're setting the bar at a level and we're allowing people to either do it better or worse, but one way or the other, I'm deciding relative to this what you are to me, right? There's a level of judgment that begins to happen when expectations are imparted on people. So a lot of times in a healthy relationship, so if you're trying to get your specific person back or whatever, sometimes pulling back on the old expectation wagon a little bit, you'll find huge success. So 30 days, no expectations on anyone. And this is huge. If you struggle with expectation, which I believe some of us do, go 30 days without having expectations of anyone, not just your specific person, anyone. A challenge. That's why they call it a challenge. But these challenges will improve your life because they force you to look at little things that we sometimes take for granted. 20-minute walk each day. This is kind of like white space, but it's as something that you could do with that, even if you can, maybe after work, later in the day, whatever. 20 minutes, go for a walk. Get out there and actually exercise. A lot of studies come around the way our physiological activities like this, like the certain endorphins and all these things are released. Like exercise is actually really, really good. And you get yourself where you get your pulse quickened a little bit. And if you can do that over a slightly prolonged period of time, whatever's healthy for you, mind you. Some of these things may not be healthy for some people, but get your elevated pulse for a period of time. That's basically aerobic activity. Don't go too crazy into it if you're not able to. But again, 20 minutes is a great practice, and it gets you outside in nature. Even if you're walking slowly, it gets you outside, and that's a huge part. Maybe see animals, maybe see signs, nature, all sorts of really wonderful things. Compliment someone each day. Do this for 30 days. Compliment one person. I mean, if you can do more than that, awesome. I dare you. But one person a day, say something nice to. Doesn't have to be the same person. That's kind of cheating almost. But find somebody. The coffee shop one day, gas station, some person that's standing on the corner, the person that checks you out at the grocery store, someone you work with, whatever. Compliment them. Find something about them, then say something nice to somebody. And watch what happens when you put a smile on somebody's face and watch how that affects your life. Do that for 30 days and tell me it doesn't impact things. Believe me, these are things that get the ball rolling in the right way. Number 5, post one meaningful photo a day and write something about it meaningfully, right? Like something about it, like post it on your Instagram or whatever. One photo a day that's actually thought out in advance. This means this to me. This was a moment where I was having reflection. Something that is unique about that one photo, and share that. Make that a thing for 30 days. Find some unique picture that tells the story you want to tell for the day, for you, for who you are for that day, for where you're at. And really what it does is it kind of gets you thinking more about how am I feeling right now? What's going on right now? What represents that? What can I demonstrate? And then you start thinking about how you feel. And oh my goodness, when all of a sudden we're paying attention to these things, we can actually do something about it. Do that for 30 days. Another thing, 3 things that you're grateful for. Write these out. 3 things that you're grateful for every day. I guess some of those are going to repeat themselves, but really try to come up with other things you're grateful for. If you're repeating, you're not trying very hard, because there should be 30 things to be grateful for. You all should be able to put together, 90. Ooh, yes, 90, a lot more. There's 90 things if you start to break down all the things I'm grateful for. And you can come up with some small ones if you really have. I'm grateful for good food. I'm grateful for conversation, right? Like, you can start to make a list. 90's a lot, but see what you can do for 30 days. Try to see what you can come up with. 3 a day. All right, this is a good one. This is just healthy practice, but a lot of us will find ourselves hanging on to people. So this is number 7, avoiding toxic people for 30 days. Some of us will hang on to others because they're friends, because we feel like we're supposed to, because they're family sometimes. Like, sometimes feeling like you have to hang on to somebody is not necessarily a right reason to do it. Maybe you say, hey, I'm going to take a break. Maybe it's not 30 days. Maybe you pull off 10, right? Maybe you're going to be like, hey, I'm going to be busy I'm not going to be able to see you for a couple weeks. We'll get together after that. Give yourself a little break, a week, and see how you feel about just not being around that toxic energy. That one friend that you love them, and they keep always treating you that way. That's not helping your situation any. So you got to allow yourself a way to get out of that. And if you can at least give yourself a break so you can see it, then you're empowered. Now you've seen how this affects your life. You feel the difference for the days you're not around. It's amazing. Again, these are challenges. They're not meant to be easy per se, because a lot of us take these things for granted or don't want to do it because it's hard. But what you gain from it is enormous. It's very, very amazing. Okay, avoid negative affirmations for 30 days. This is something that I actually wanted to do an entire show on. That was kind of how this came out, this top 10 list thing, that I found this. One of the more important things that a lot of us need to understand is what an affirmation is, of what phrasing something as, what am I wanting to expect? What do I wish to experience in life? When I keep talking about that, negative affirmations are something that a lot of people do. And what a negative affirmation is I don't want to get sick. I don't want to be mean to people. I don't want them to stay away from me. It's the negative. You're taking a negative and throwing a nod or a don't want to or whatever, and you're throwing that on the front of it to make a double negative and hoping to be positive. You're actually focusing on the negative. There is no, as far as the universe is concerned, that little double negative trick doesn't work. It's broken. Doesn't work. So you're focusing on that negative thing. If you don't want to be sick, then you wish to be healthy. I am healthy. I'm always healthy. My immune system's amazing. Or if you're trying to be with so-and-so instead of not be alone, right? So I'd like to be with so-and-so. I wish to spend time with them. We'd like to communicate and talk and have a good time. Again, the negative affirmations that's not what you want to do. There's a negative. What you want to do is focus on where you'd like to go. That's huge. So avoiding negative affirmations for 30 days, it forces you to pay attention to what you're saying. You're like, that's not a positive affirmation. Oh, no. All right. This one's awesome. I love this one, and this is amazing. Number 9, smile back at children who smile at you. This isn't something you can necessarily do as a challenge for 30 days because, obviously you're not going to necessarily get an opportunity to smile at a child every day. But like when you're in the check stand at the grocery store and the kid's looking at you and you just smile back at them. It's one of the most amazing feelings when you're having that little moment with such innocence. And it's like fresh from the other side, fresh from where we come from. Like, it's such a beautiful thing. So smile at those little kids. You don't have to be all goofy and go, coo, unless you want to. But, still, you can have fun with it and smile back. It feels so good. All right, and the last one. This one's also very good, especially being the radio style and some of my background with music and the way we used to do videos. Listen to music for the mood you want to be in instead of the mood you already are in. This is one thing I totally do with music. Music to me is a mood-inducing thing. It makes me feel a certain way, or certain songs do anyways. And if I'm in a sad mood, for example, and I want to be happy, well, there's happier songs out there that I can listen to that can kind of get me going in that direction, kind of help move me in that direction. Now, conversely, if I'm maybe wanting to experience some of that sorrow, maybe there's something that's going on and I want to feel it. I want to get in touch with it. I really want to get deep inside that emotion. Then find a song that helps you feel that. Maybe a good cry, maybe it helps, well up those tears and get it out and you feel better afterwards, right? Whatever. Use the mood, use the mood you want to experience. Get music to do that for you instead of like, I'm in a grumpy mood, so I'm going to listen to angry music. Like a lot of us people do that, right? A lot of rah, 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 or whatever the angry music of your choice might be. Maybe it's hardcore rock or something crazy like that, or rap or whatever, right? If you want to be in a better mood, then put on something that's in a better mood kind of music, right? Whatever that might be for you. These are 10 challenges that will improve your life. They will make a huge difference, especially when we start paying attention to how we're doing things, how we're behaving. What is the spark that caused me to strike back? What's the thing that keeps making me grumpy? When we start paying attention to what's happening in our lives and really start to deal with those little moments, you will find everything else starts to become a lot easier. Manifesting, getting along, moving up in the world, like doors start to open when you start to really get in sync with everyone and everything and all that around you. When you start to get in sync with your life. Remember, this is one of the it's us pushed out things, right? Really, everything's just a big reflection of ourselves. What we've been sending out, what we are experiencing has been pushed out by us and is being reflected back on people that we meet, on situations that we have, on places that we're going, on experiences. Like I may be a grumpy person, and the fact that I'm going to the boat rental place and then all of a sudden the guy's horrible and we have issues and the boat leaks and like all these different things. It's not necessarily like me pushed out got me at the boat place. It is me pushed out when I got to the boat place. I got the one lemon, right? It just worked out that way. Like it was waiting for the right person. The guy's like, yeah, no, I'll give it to this dude. That's the right boat for him. It's just how things play out. So that us pushed out is we get what we've been pushing out. And if we use these challenges can really help, one thing at a time, help get you rolling in that right direction, make a big difference. Hopefully this helps. I don't know. Love this kind of stuff. Stay on Radio Style. More shows coming. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Click like and all that good stuff. And we'll do more shows soon. Thanks. Bye.